One of the features that was one of the first features that we thought of and considered as we were building Skydrop is the mobility of things. We kind of are garden enthusiasts ourselves. We got kind of sick of running to the clock, running in and out of the garage. So that was one of the things that we first wanted to explore as we were building this controller. So from my smartphone, if I select the app, the Skydrop app, as it's connecting to the Skydrop unit, and now you have your Skydrop information up here, and it's completely 100% programmable from this mobile device. Once I set the Skydrop up, I enter the zip code, connect it to Wi-Fi. At that point, everything else can be done from this phone here, or this mobile device. There are some features. If I click on, let's see if I can get my fat finger to hit it. There we go. This is the main controller settings, where you select your soil type, you can name it, and the zip code, and enable or disable it. But you'll notice you'll notice three different areas on here that are not on the controller. Custom schedules. That's something if I have a new lawn, a new seeded area, new flowers that I've just planted that need specific watering to help them root, to help them establish. I would go into custom schedules, and I could build a schedule, multiple times a day, in plenty of times, 100 times a day if I wanted, whatever I wanted. But it's customized based on how many stations, or how much water that needs to get, or if it needs to just stay moist and just little infrequent or frequent but short duration spurts of water. Water restrictions. So if I go into custom schedules, it allows me to build it right there. Add it. If I add, I can determine whether it's going to be intervals or days, and what. From that point, intervals, I would select interval and do every day for number one for every day, and then I can go through and set up the zones and the start times on that. Also, water restrictions. As I click on water restrictions, these are the allowed days. I can come through and quickly select which days that I'm allowed to water, and quickly unselect certain hours of the day where it cannot water. If I have even and odd days down at the bottom, I can quickly select one of those. Advanced settings, it's asking me if I want to show the advanced settings. When I hit yes, the advanced settings toggle switches on, and now when I go into zone settings, which allows me to set up all of the specifics like plant type, just quickly I can select the plant type or sprinkler type, if it has shade or not, and slope, just at the quick touch of a little icon. But now down at the bottom there are some advanced features that I can go in and specifically select what my soil capacity, what the depth of the roots are. Plant coefficient, these are some of the features that as a professional you might know what percentage of ET that a plant requires. Precipitation rate for my zone, or slope by degree. Some of those settings are important when you're fine-tuning your sprinkler system. Also, you'll notice on the app, it tells you next watering time. It says here, my next estimated watering is tomorrow at 1 a.m. That's the start time that I selected. It tells me how many degrees, what the temperature is outside, and it also tells me that today, 0.04 inches of precipitation so far. So we know it's wet outside right now. There is an informational page at the bottom of the app that shows what the current condition is of your landscape. If it were my home, it would show that this was blue all the way up to the top, indicating that there's enough moisture in the soil. And as each day goes by and the selected evapotranspiration rate is ongoing. That's the rate at which the water is leaving the soil based on the weather conditions. It will slowly drop and indicate when it gets to about 50 or 40%, right in there, depending on what your soil type is, you know that it'll be ready to kick on again. But it's just a quick, at a glance look at what your soil condition is like right at the time.